Hey all, hope you are doing well. We are back with some new content. In this video, our focus would be to cover personality frameworks. Personality is studied at the individual level. Personality is a sum of ways in which individual reacts and interacts with others. Rather than directly jumping to the personality framework, let's zoom out a little and look at the bigger picture. This is the basic organizational behavior model. The organizational interventions are divided into three categories: individual level, group level, and organizational level. Further, we can observe that, for each level, first we have to study the input factors through research based on internal databases, interviews and observations within the organization. Based on the inputs, the processes would be implemented. These processes are the actions which HR professionals have to take in order to ensure behavioral transformation. Finally, outcomes are the factors that should be measured to understand the success of the processes that were implemented. These outcomes should also be used as feedback for improving the quality of capturing the inputs. Now zooming into the scope of this video, we understand that study of personality would help the HR professionals to capture the inputs of a transformation process for individual level of the OB model. In this deck, we are covering the Big Five personality model or the OCEAN model, where O stands for openness to experiences, C stands for conscientiousness, E stands for extroversion, A stands for agreeableness, and N stands for neuroticism. A person with high openness to experience is usually good with imagination, sensitivity and curiosity. A person with high conscientiousness is highly dependable, persistent and well organized. Person with high extroversion is more sociable and assertive. A person with high agreeableness is someone who is cooperative and trusting, and finally, a person with high neuroticism is likely to be nervous and insecure. These personality traits can be very helpful to predict the compatibility of a person with job requirements as well as organizational culture. MBTI is another model to identify the personality of an individual. It's decided based on a test of 100 questions. An individual is assigned to one of the 16 types of personality. For example, if a person is an introvert, intuitive, thinker, and judger, then the person will be classified as INTJ type of personality. Observe in the figure, INTJ is a personality which falls under the broad category of analysts and can be categorized as architects. Such a person can be linked with a job which requires building strategies and action plans. Try this test. It would be fun to know about the category in which you fit the best. Moving on to the dark triad, we will be studying three types of undesirables traits in an ideal employee. A person with high Machiavellianism is likely to manipulate his or her way out for the personal gain. Outcome is focused more than the process. There are high chances of activities that are against the rules and ethical principles. Narcissism is shown by a person who is very self-centered and has a tendency to feel himself or herself superior to others. With such personalities, there is a risk of building an inclusive culture and making them work in a team project setup. Psychopathy is considered the most dangerous trait of personality. Such a person is very impulsive, desires thrill, and very low level of empathy towards others. Let's conclude with some special mentions. Situation strength theory, as the name suggests, deals with the school of thought that situations do have a way to influence the behavior of a person. Situation and personality both contribute to the behavior of a person in a certain context. Trait activation theory is used to link traits with certain competencies required for a job. It also helps to focus on the personality traits that highly influence a certain job or have no influence on a job.